Today we're being joined by Mikayla Jones from the East Coast Eagles Football Club. Mikayla, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
It's any time now, Mikayla. Got that good smile as well. Now also a few of your teammates on. Abbey Martin comes to mind, and a few other girls as well, and some people that have been there through their junior ranks and now progressed to AFLW level. In a few off the top of my head include BT, Brenda Tarrant, Nellie Dalloway. They seem to be producing a lot of AFLW players as well, and some good level players that are at the club right now.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, Ashton, like all the coaches, do a really good job to, get the girls to obviously come together as a team. And then obviously it's like the girls that put in that hard work from there to get to where they are, which is really good to see. Very
sure. Now, I have a quote here, Mikayla, from a teammate. And now you've been wondering all last few days since we spoke about this, that there's a particular teammate from a quote. I want to see if you can pinpoint as to who, Mikayla, this would be from. All right, so let me get it right up in front of me. Here we go. So they describe you as this, word for word. She is too kind of a person. She has an awesome, inspirational Instagram page called Mood with Mickey, where she posts some really positive, honest, and inspirational content. She should be so proud of that. She is amazing and one of the nicest people you will ever come across. Who do you think that would be?
It's Michelle Foscarini for sure.
Yeah, that's correct. When I told you this last night that something positive was coming, and when you said Michelle, I'm like, damn it. But, okay, so that's good. There we go. But yes, I thought that was pretty nice to hear, and I'm sure that she wouldn't be the only one that said it. So that must be pretty cool to hear.
Yeah, no, I'm very lucky to have like so many amazing people, let alone like women around me that support me in anything I want to do. So yeah, no.
Now let's since we're on the topic of the Mood of Mickey page, tell us a bit about that Instagram page and what that's about.
Yeah, so I kind of created Mood with Mick at the end of last year, and just like my intention is that it's girls can be really hard on themselves, and there's like so much expectation on social media that women have to look a certain. They have to be seen as like they're skinny, like fit all the time, and there's so much food. And I used to really like struggle with my eating and like fear of like if I ate and I'd put on weight, and like still struggle with like body image issues. And I kind of created Mood with Mick to let like other women know that it's okay to have bad body days, but that like our body does not define who we are and define our worth. So I'm kind of like just trying to normalize that. Like you don't have to, like, no matter what shape, size, color you are, like you are beautiful. And yeah, I'm just like just trying to normalize. It's okay if you want to have like a sweet treat, and it's okay like if you have like tummy, whatever. Yeah, really okay to, have bad body days and like that. But trying to create a positive like environment for women, and where they feel safe and feel like they can chat to me or like whoever, to like break that stigma of the expectation of social media and like looking a certain.
That's very good. And to quote Michelle, inspirational. That's very good. Now, where can people find that Instagram page? Oh, obviously, I just said it, but there you go. You want to give it a plug?
Yeah. So, Mood with Mick.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
That's right.
I might even make a banner up for you in a second and put it on there shortly. Now, your football journey, Mikayla, tell us a bit about how that all came about for you from the very start.
Okay, too easy. So I actually grew up in a really small country town called Lake Ageligo. It's like in the heart of South Wales, and it's tiny, like very small. We're practically related to everybody that lives in Lake Ageligo. And it's out in the country, it's very like netball football club, so like everybody plays together at the same place. And it was ends I was playing netball. They're really good family friends at the time with the under 13 boys coach at the time, and they were really one day, and they come up to a few of us girls and they're like, do you want to play? Like, really short. And I was like, I didn't have footy, didn't have anything, but a couple of boys had spare. Anyway, next minute I know I'm out playing on the field with the under 30 boys and having a run around and kicking the footy. So that's how got started, and then going to school at Leeton St Francis, the pathways opened up a little bit more. So obviously went through the school pathways, through just like New South Wales, and then once that finished, I found started with GWS Academy, and also Murray Bushrangers in the NAB League.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Kind of just progressed from there, and then I ended up moving to Wollongong and played with Wollongong Bulldogs for the past years, and then enough to be Eagles this year.
Okay, so all right, then I actually did not know that. So Murray Bushrangers obviously being on that New South Wales Vic border type thing, as they say. So it's obviously when you did play in that, was it hard to juggle playing other Vic-based sides, if you want to class it as Vic, because you got that long trip, and I've spoke to a fair few guys and girls that are in that position right now playing in the Coates League, at Murray or at the clubs, it was that long distance. How was the travel path for you? And I mean, how was getting up at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. for 9, 10 o'clock games?
Oh yeah, it was really hard, and I really owe it to my mum for all the travel and stuff she did. But yeah, at the time I my senior years at school, so it was every Wednesday we'd have to leave just after recess, and it'd take 2.5 hours to 3 hours to get to training, and then train, and then all the way back, and then playing in Melbourne on weekends, just 6 hours to get to the game, and then 6 hours back. It was really hard, and then kind of love for the game drop off a bit, because obviously traveling so much, it's just you feel like you've done so much before you've even gotten to the game. But it was really hard, but definitely owe it to my mum for all the travel and help that she did for me to get to where I was.
So, as you mentioned, it's just 2 to 3, as you said, for training, let alone then the games in Melbourne. So that's just that's the dedication you had right there. As you said, it was a struggle, but from the get-go to even matter how long you do that for, whether it's 6 months, 4 years, however long you're through the system for, that's dedication right there for everyone at those clubs in particular, or not just those clubs, but those are the ones at the longest distance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. And no, the Murray Bushrangers were really good to us in the way that they really did understand that we did travel a long way, and put psychologists and just counselors in place, so if we ever needed a chat, they really did understand. So which was really good.
That's good. So how was your time then playing for the Murray Bushrangers? I'm sure, how long ago exactly was that roughly?
That was about 20. I started there probably 2017, and then finished in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really good. It was obviously very different to what we're used to, because in Leeton and around the Riverina, we couldn't really get women's AFL teams, because it's just there weren't enough girls that wanted to play, and it was quite new. To then travel to the Bushies, where there were so many experienced girls, and obviously a lot of them have now moved up to AFLW teams. So it was really really inspiring and motivating to be around so many women who wanted to be there and wanted to do the best that they can in their footy.
It's good. And you mentioned too there the GWS Academy. How did that opportunity come about? I'm sure the Murray stuff would have had something to do with that in terms of form and where you were playing it originally. How did that all come about?
Yeah, so in my last year of when we were also young, so we had it was Giants Academy and Swans Academy, and we'd first the Swans, and then they'd make a Rams side. So that kind of come about from, I think, the New South Wales schools pathways, and they reached out and asked if we wanted to play, which was we were really lucky enough to do that. And then kind of went there. It was only a couple of years that went, and then stopped because of COVID. And then in my draft year, it kind of come about again. And when I was playing for Murray Bushrangers, we were actually Giants, because we were in the Giants, we actually were supposed to be playing for them, but because they'd created an under-18s team, we then would play for Giants the days we wouldn't play for Murray Bushrangers. So it was it was very, very busy time playing footy. But I honestly can't really remember how it kind of come up. Just kind of, got an email and asked if we wanted to play. So, yeah, it was good.
That's good. Do you remember back then some players that you played alongside or against in those years that have now gone on to make it to AFLW level?
Yeah. So Ally Morphett, we were really good. We're really good family friends, and I obviously went through New South Wales all schools like pathway with her. We did Murray Giants Academy together, and then now she's absolutely killing it. So I love to see.
Yeah, well, since you mentioned Ally, I will say it up. And I said this myself when I do my own weekly podcast when the AFLW is in season. And I mean, for someone at 19, I think she's now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you normally see all these ruckmen come in at 18, and men's level AFL as well. They take time, and she hasn't needed to take time.
No,
She's the best ruckman right now at that age already, by far. Probably.
Yeah, and she's put in all that hard work, so it's so good to see her succeeding, and I'm very happy for her.
And then you go see the Swans AFLW, technically the VFLW side, playing the VFLW competition for 5 games, I think it was. Got a chance to see the very first game where fellow East Eagles teammate Abbey Martin got to play in that game. Seen a few of the other girls through East Coast and some others play in that team. It seemed to be going really well. And must be proud of your teammates that you're playing alongside of the Eagles to play in those games, whether it's one or all of those games, or former, like you mentioned, Valley, who play the back end.
Yeah, it's so great to see. And Brooke Bailey and Abs Martin, they're probably 2 of the hardest working girls I know. They put in, they get to training earlier than any of us. They do the extra skills. It's really good to see people who put in the work, get that really good outcome. So they deserve it.
Do you recall any of your toughest opponents throughout that time while you were in those leagues at the Murray and GWS?
Yeah, so I can't really remember players, but in the NAB league, it was really hard because we were quite a rural team compared to the metro team. So just Geelong Academy, all of that. The metro teams were very tough to go up against, and then when we play against Swans, Sydney Swans Academy, they were also really tough. Ruby Sargent Wilson was really good. That kind of I can't really remember who else. I definitely probably could my mind.
No, that's fair enough. All good.
Yeah.
So now your current footy season with the East Coast Eagles, how's that gone so far? And what's some kind of goals you set for yourself this year?
Yeah. So it's gone really good. So obviously, we played this Canberra tournament a little bit earlier in the year, and that was really good to play alongside the girls and get a bit of a feel how we work as a team, and before the season started. So I think I really enjoyed that. And then first game back, we got the win against the Sydney Bulldogs, and that was really good. So obviously we had a lot of players out due to academy and VFL and things like that. So it was really interesting to see. Obviously, we with our really strong girls out and the way that we worked as a team to still get the win and back each other was really good. And then kicked a few goals that game, which definitely boosted the confidence for the year because I was a bit nervous coming up to the Sydney League, but no, it definitely calmed the nerves a little bit after the first goal and Chloe getting around me, which was really good. And then the second game, I was unfortunately got knocked out and got a bit of a concussion, so got the clearance to come back again this weekend, which will be good. Looking forward to it with all our teammates back. It'll be a strong side.
Well, that just makes it even better, though, for your confidence. You mentioned about while Abbey and Brooke and co were out, that you were winning without them. And now it's like an added bonus that they're all back.
Oh, 100%. Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing the Eagles in action this weekend. That's for sure.
That's good. Personally, though, what type of player would you best describe you as? If you were to use an AFL or AFLW player comparison, type of style of player that you play, because I know every time I ask it, some people think that they have to say, "Oh, I play like X, Y, Z." When it's just this type of style of player.
Yeah. So I'd say I'm quite a strong player in terms of clean hands, strong marking contest, and Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm much of a fast player, but I definitely feel my strengths are when I have the ball, I like use it well, and yeah, contested marking is definitely my strengths. So yeah, and obviously kicking the ball from being in under 10s, I feel like I have a very yeah, consistent kick and can hit targets as well. So yeah, not very fast, but yeah, when I have the ball, I feel like I use it really well.
Well, that's good. So you mentioned before about kicking a few sausage rolls in the first round. So loving kicking goals, Mikayla's obviously. I'm sure everyone that kicks goals has to love goals. If there's anyone that plays footy that doesn't love goals, they're in the wrong sport, I think.
I think so too. Yeah, yeah.
Have you got your go-to goal celebration, Mikayla? Are you one of those people that just does something nice and basic, or are you a bit inventive and kind of add something different, or is there something that you do, whether it's regular or not, that you pull out?
I'm pretty basic actually. I kind of look around to my closest teammate and try and, get around them and just like get the vibes high. Yeah, I haven't although at Doggies last year we did do a cartwheel one time after I got a goal, but apart from that I'm pretty basic.
Tell me that on camera.
Oh, I wish it was. Wouldn't hear the end.
No, so it wasn't on camera.
No, it wasn't.
Well, if I don't know, do you get your games filmed or streamed now?
No, they weren't in the South Coast League. I'm not sure if they would be now. I remember a few selected ones live streamed, but this one was kind of the bit of a intra club game. That was the ones. Yeah.
Still, regardless, no matter what game or scratch match you get it in, that's pretty bloody impressive. Yeah. Now, the one key could be you might have to get someone to come down to a game this weekend or whenever and hope that they just have it on you when you kick a goal again and then pull it out again and have it on camera.
I hope so. No, it'll be good. The couple of the Doggies girls who I played with last year, they're all making the trip down to Cambridge Oval this weekend to support me and Fosco. So it'll be really nice to, try and get the win for them and obviously kick a few snags for them as well.
That's their task, Mikayla. They got nothing else. Their only task is to film something. And if you get... All right. Now, I did put the task to some other people, and some people have followed through on it. If I was to suggest a goal celebration and you do kick a goal, and I suppose if the occasion fits, if you're not 50 points down, hypothetically, would there be celebrations you're open to doing or hearing?
Open to doing some sort of celebration.
I mean, if you've done a cartwheel, I don't think you can get... Well, that's not embarrassing, but it's really hard to do. So I don't think there's anything much more harder.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like if I ever tried anything like that, I'd break my neck. But something maybe like a double cobra, so like the double arm one like that.
Oh, yes. I could do a bit of a Brooke Bailey moment where she flexes her biceps and do something like that. But yeah, don't have we'll see. I'll do some sort of celebration.
That's good. I do know for a fact she scored a couple of goals or a goal in one of the Swans games. I don't know if she did a celebration. Did she do any of that for them?
I'm not quite sure actually. I'd have to go back and watch or ask her. Yeah.
So if she does do celebration, you should have put it out. Then that's when the cameras are on you in those games.
Yeah. No, she loves the celebration.
That's good. You gotta love goal celebrations. All right. So, what AFLW team do you support?
Swans. Swans.
Swans. Cool. How do you feel the girls will go in the women's side of things this year coming? Obviously, last year being their second time in the competition. I lost count how many Swans girls I've had on last year in the AFLW, so I probably had 10 or so. And they spoke about how close they are, like a lot of clubs do. But it was so good to see, and I even had their coach on, Scotty Gowans, and they had a great rise, from not winning a game in their first year to last year playing finals, winning a final against the Suns, and then, falling short against the Crows the week after. But it was just so good to see. And, it just shows to you that you don't need to add 70 players from another club, hypothetically, obviously not 70, literally.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to add that many more players to change up, because the Swans only added a few, and they went from winless to finals.
Yeah, exactly. It was so good to see. And yeah, obviously talking to Ally when she made the switch from Giants to Swans, yeah, definitely very tough for their first year, which it's probably going to be as a team coming in quite new. To obviously where they picked up a few more people. They've obviously been training a bit more together, and yeah, it's just so good to see. Like, you follow them on Instagram, and they obviously do things together, outside and try and create like relationship outside of footy, which also will like make playing on the field so much better, because you just teammates, but not just teammates, you're like best friends. So yeah, I think they've done like really well, and like they've got so many good supports like around them, and I loved watching them get the win last year, and then obviously the Swannies boys were there to support them which was so good to see.
For sure. I mean, now, I think I know the answer to this, so I'm going to say, besides Ally Morphett, who is your favourite Swans AFLW player?
Oh, God. I don't know. Probably... I'm just going to still have to say Ally. I just bloody love her. I think that's so great. But Cynthia Hamilton, like, I think the Hamilton girls, like, they just go in, go hard. Ella, like, they all just bloody awesome. And obviously very different. They all play very different, but, like, very versatile and very strong, and, really good at what they do.
That's right. I mean, I go for St Kilda, but I mean, it was great to see how the Swans went in that season. As I said, from winless to a finals. You mentioned some names there, but some others that you haven't mentioned, which just shows how strong their team is. Sophia Hurley, BT, Brenna Tarrant. You mentioned Ella Hamilton's, Montana Ham. Chloe Malloy. Just casually. You can add so many names. That whole side is really good this year, and obviously they had some top draft picks this year, so they could be. I reckon they could be they wouldn't call them a dark horse for the 8 because they just made the 8. Yeah. But they do some damage this year if they keep up that back half of the year's form.
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, like I could have went and named that entire squad. Like they're all, just incredible. So no, I hope they do well this year.
Now, this is the part where I talk about some of your current Eagles teammates, because this could get interesting, like I do with everyone. Who is some of your favourite teammates at the club right now?
Right now. So, definitely Abs Martin. She really made the effort to make me feel welcome when I first came in. I obviously didn't really know anybody. I'd played alongside her and Jess Whelan in academy.
Yeah.
Obviously we finished academy and obviously all went our different ways. So when I come back, saw some familiar, it was definitely very comfortable. Definitely my favourites. Makes me feel quite welcome. Obviously Michelle Foscarini, like we've come up from the doggies together, and it's just really nice to have her alongside me, and it's so good to see her doing so well. And I honestly just love them all. They're beautiful girls. They've really made the effort to make us all feel welcome. Very excited for what's to come.
Now, that's exactly what you want to hear when you mentioned about what Abbey did, coming in, not really knowing anyone, and not a significant amount anyway, and to just make you feel like one of your own is awesome, or one of their own is awesome. And then from underrated teammates' point of view, Mikayla, who do you feel kind of flies under the radar a little bit at the club that doesn't get talked about as much as you feel they should?
Yeah. Hard one, because every girl out on the field is so they deserve to be there. They're strong. Like everybody has such different strengths, and what makes our team so good. But I'd probably have to say Jess Whelan. She's just she's incredible. She's strong in her tackles. She's consistent. You can always back her to win a contest, and I think she's just incredible, and she's really good player.
It's good. If I'm going to put you on the spot here, this is the whole point of asking teammate questions. Who is the best player at the club right now?
God, that's a hard one. That's very hard. I personally think Caitlin Reid, she's just, for a ruck, she doesn't just ruck, she gets in at the contest. She's here, there, and everywhere. And personally, I just think she's bloody incredible, and definitely deserves to play in the VFLW this year for sure.
Yeah, sure. Now, again, on the topic of teammates, or teammates could be involved in this. What's something someone does at the club, Mikayla, that you can't stand? Whether that's leaving rubbish around, just being flat out annoying, trying to jump scare people. That's a Swans things to do in the AFLW side. Seen that again so many times online and hearing it from them firsthand. Is there anything like that happens at your club?
God, I don't know. Not really. It's more just the baby of the group, little Lucy Watson. She just comes in, and obviously our first time I kind of met her, she was talking, and she only ever eats chicken nuggets, she thinks. And we asked her if she'd ever eaten a steak, and she said she's never eaten a steak. So apart from her just only eating her chicken nuggets, yeah, she's quite interesting.
That's fair. I'm on Lucy's side with the steak. I'm not a steak person at all. I've had it before, reluctantly. I'm not a fan of it either.
Yeah, at least you've had it. She's yeah. So maybe this weekend we'll give her a steak sandwich after the game.
Interesting. I think she might notice a difference. Now, again, on the topic of teammates, who's the best chatterbox at the club?
Oh God, Sanks would be for sure. She's the loudest person when she walks in that door. You can hear her from about a mile away. She's just the biggest chatterbox. The amount of times Ash at training has told her to be quiet so he can explain the drill. But it's yeah, she's just got that bright, bubbly personality as well. So it's she's just awesome. Definitely put a smile on your face.
That's what you want. Who's the loudest and quietest teammates?
The loudest again would be Sanks. She's very, very loud. And the quietest, I'd say, I obviously haven't been around for that long, but I think Steph Whelan is also like a bit quiet. But yeah, that's also why I think she's one of those, really get enough for how bloody good she is. She just flies under the radar, does what she needs to do. But yeah, bloody.
That's good. All right, now this is probably one of the hardest teammates questions. Where names will have to get mentioned. If you're stuck on a deserted island, Mikayla, with teammates, who are you bringing and not bringing, and why?
God, who am I bringing? Definitely Fosco, Michelle Foscarini. I'm gonna need someone to bully and just like let off some steam.
And now she's copping it back.
Definitely Sanks. She'd make any bad situation into a good situation, and yeah, definitely would make a laugh out of it. Who wouldn't I bring? God, I actually don't know.
Is there any particular type of trait someone would do, Mikayla, that you would want to bring? Is there, if someone did something in particular, you'd be like, all right, if you're going to do this, you're not coming? Is there anything like that?
Oh, I can't even think. Yeah, I honestly can't even think of that one.
Would you like someone that's loud there?
Yes, thanks. Sanks is loud.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, away from the teammates, what are, at least for now, what is some of your nicknames at the club that you get, Mikayla, that you like or dislike?
Yeah, so I usually just get Mick or Mickey or Jonesy. I love either one. I just don't like being called Mikayla out on the field. It's just weird.
Okay, now that's now my task to not call you that for the rest of this. Let's see how long it takes. All right, Jonesy. So, coach's pets. Is there any coach's pets at the club?
I honestly haven't taken notice of that, to be honest.
No one's got that extra love?
Not that I can think of, no.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Any outside of footy interests that you have, which you probably do because we just mentioned that Instagram page earlier, which is on the screen too.
Yeah. So obviously I love hanging around with my friends, making memories, going to the beach. Also like going to the gym, doing air locker. So that's like a new altitude training gym. So lots of us go there and find there quite often throughout the week. Yeah, just honestly like doing fun things with my friends, going out, having good time, and yeah, definitely summer to have those summer beach days for sure.
I'm not surprised that you mentioned the beach. I don't know of anyone, well, at least 99% of the people that I ask questions about stuff like that, and the beach isn't mentioned. You can be from Perth. I definitely haven't had a Perth person not mention the beach,
I know.
and it's a trend everywhere else. I mean, it's an interesting answer. All right, so now go back to goals, because we mentioned before, if you don't love goals, you don't love the sport. What is the best goal you've ever kicked at any point in time?
Yeah, I'd probably have to say under 16, when I was playing in the Murray Bushrangers, I was only 15 and I was playing in the under 18s side, and yeah, I kind of just it was outside the 50 and I picked up the ball and I ran, and there was like nobody at goal, so I kicked it and it fell short, but out from 50, yeah, it dribbled in, and yeah, we got in front. So yeah, it was really good. It was I think it was my second time playing with the Bushies, and it was, yeah, really good to have the girls get around me, and yeah, my mum, and you could hear my mum on the sideline, and yeah, it was awesome. It was really it was really good.
I don't know what's more bloody impressive. You're kicking a goal from that far out, no matter how it goes in, as long as it goes in, as long as it goes, it's on the score.
Right.
Jones, do something else then. So, I mean, you get that, and then you're also playing under 18s at 15 at that point. That's also bloody impressive.
Yeah, no, it was it was awesome. It was, yeah, credit to all the amazing people around me that believed in me, and yeah, helped me get to where I was.
That's good. Favorite TV shows or movies?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm like a bit like everybody at the moment that recently just watched Baby Reindeer on Netflix. That was quite interesting. Yeah, it was pretty good. But yeah, I love a bit of a reality TV show like Love Island, Farmer Wants a Wife, all that type of stuff. I'm quite a bit like of an action girl movie, or I do love my Disney animated movies on a good day as well.
Could you mention Farmers Wants a Wife? I have to ask you, do you think I said Mick. I didn't finish it. I fucking almost did. I told you it happened. I didn't finish the sentence. Farmers Wants a Wife, Mick. Do you think those shows are scripted? Because I'm not going to say who, because I'd embarrass them, but I spoke to someone recently who was on The Bachelor, so similar type of stuff.
Yeah.
I asked them, I think I know the answer. I just want to hear it from their mouth. Are these shows scripted? I asked this individual, and they're like, no. I'm thinking bullshit. Do you think they're scripted or not?
I reckon little bits and pieces would have to be. Yeah. For sure. Just the drama that goes on, and like some of the comebacks and what people say, your mouth's wide open because you just can't believe what's going on. But I think that's what makes it interesting. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing. I just don't believe that it's all legit.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. You just wonder how someone can cause so much drama.
Yeah, I'm not going to start talking about a show like that, but some particular moments in episodes. And again, I don't watch it. I see clips maybe from time to time, but it's like all the drama scenes, and you see them like, you what? You cheated on him? Like it's like those type of moments. Like I think you already knew, or whatever. I don't want to get onto a rant about that type of show, but anyway, that's what I think of it anyway. Funny, but scripted, whatever. Pretty scripted. Now, have you ever had any AFL or AFLW player interactions as a fan? Any memorable or forgettable ones? If so,
yeah. So we obviously, when we were younger, we had Elise Parker help us. She was one of the coaches for our Rams side, and I actually sat next to her on the plane ride on the way home, which was pretty cool to tell everybody.
Yes.
Lou Stevenson, she was playing for Giants at the time, and she was also one of our one of our New South Wales coaches through the school pathways, which was it was bloody bloody awesome. So having having to look up to her and be coached by her and Elise was definitely awesome.
Absolutely, that's great, and some moments that it's just so to the individual players. Like, it might not, it's just like another day at the office for them, but like sometimes they don't realize how special some little moments to them, how special and forever remembered by the individual that they're doing this with. Where it's just something as simple as what you mentioned, taking a photo with someone, shaking their hand, hello. It every little bit. I don't think they realize this sometimes. Anyone at that AFLW level, that a little moment like that can last a lifetime for someone else at any age, really.
Yeah, 100%.
Good. Right. So, going back to goals again, as I actually mentioned goals. Now, this can be as unrealistic, Mick, as much as you like here. So, I was going to say it again. Not myself, though. I'm proud of myself twice now. Best goal you'd love to ever get. This can be as unrealistic as you like. If you can pick the distance, the angle, the moment, the occasion, Jonesy, what are you picking?
I am definitely picking, grand final day. We're down by 5. We got to kick the goal to win by 1 point. Like, unrealistic angle. Like, it's just not by the boundary, but it's quite on an angle. 40 out. I think about it all the time when I'm kicking goals. I'm like, imagine if it's like, you're going to kick that winning goal in a grand final to win a flag. Yeah, bloody awesome.
That would absolutely be bloody awesome. And then you'd have to pull out a cartwheel or something then.
You definitely would have to pull out a cartwheel.
As long as you don't get jumped on by 70 different people plus crowd members beforehand.
That's right.
That too. All right. So, again, one more on the goals, because I said it's a thing. Mark or goal of the year? Jonesy, which one would you rather do and why?
Mark or goal of the year?
I'm
definitely more of a mark of the year. I feel like marking is definitely my strongest point, and it's just, when you take a ripper of a mark, you just feel like, and you hear the crowd or, your friends like cheering, you just feel bloody like you're the top shit. You just feel like, nearly like you're flying. So I'm definitely more of a mark of the year. I'll try and try and go for a big specky.
That's right. I mean, look, you can't go wrong either way, Jonesy. Yeah. I mean, both are fantastic. Would you be one to post it if you were to pull off one of those Mark or goal of the year contenders?
Oh, I'd be a bit nervous too, but eventually I would, because it's something I think normalizing, posting something you're proud of and an achievement is something that needs to be a bit more normalized. So for sure.
That's good. I mean, I love the honesty too. So many people, at least they say it on platforms like this or anywhere else that's publicly available. A lot of them say they don't like to boast about it. Some say, and I've heard some tell me, they're like, oh, if someone else posted, I might reshare it on a story or something. I mean, unless your name's Jeremy Howe, you're not taking Mark or goal of the year every freaking year or week.
No, exactly. And it's something I've posted about in Mood with Mick as well. It's just, that expectation of people, like if you were to post a goal or, you doing a ripper mark, it's a lot of people get fear of like, I'm going to be judged. People are going to think I'm up myself. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's your account. You post what you want. Like, it's something you should be proud of. And if people have an opinion, then that's their fault. And that has nothing to do with you.
That's exactly right. And that's what a lot of people should take into account. Now, if your teammates, actually, Michelle's already done this, but if your teammates were to describe you in a word or a sentence, not a paragraph, how would they describe you?
I don't know. Maybe happy.
Yeah, happy. Smiling.
Yeah, something like that. Happy. Yep. Kind. I hope so.
Yeah.
Just I hope it's happy, kind, just nice, good to be around.
That's what Michelle said, and I'm sure there's others that would say the same thing as well. All right, now, what is the day in the life of Mikayla Jones? What is your week to week like?
Yeah. Okay. So I obviously get up of a morning and I go to a session, air locker. Sometimes we go and get coffee afterwards, get ready for the day. Depending what time I start work, we'll usually go for a bit of a hot girl walk after.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love a hot girl walk. And then I go to work. I'm a disability support worker, so it's definitely a very fulfilling job, and I love it. So yeah, I'll go to work and then come home late afternoon, and usually most of the time, my housemates Grace and Marnie, and we're just fooling around, having a good time. Yeah, cook dinner, always treat myself to a sweet treat, and go to bed, do it all again.
Very nice. What I'm intrigued now. What is a hot girl walk?
So it's basically you just go on a walk on the girls, and you just feel like the baddest bitches ever, because why not?
Nice. I'm just intrigued where the name Hot came from.
Hot. It actually, like it. It's everywhere. It's all over TikTok, all over Instagram. A lot of the influencers say we're going on a hot girl walk, and lots of guys are going on a hot girl walk. So it's kind of just like, straight walking around like thinking you're a model.
Well, yeah, there you go. That's exactly where I thought it was coming from. I wanted to hear you say it, not me say it. So, okay, good. Okay, that's what it meant. All right. So, okay. Now, Jonesy, I was about to say it again. Now, this is the part of the interview where the hot topic food questions come out. And I don't know what's with Australian people, Jonesy. They get so worked over these now. Some context. I've asked probably 100 people this now, so I don't know the exact figures, but I know for these first few figures that only 6 people have said the logical wrong answer to this first food opinionated question. There's only one answer to one. And then only 11 people have got all 6 food questions correct to how I would answer them. And the lowest is so many people on 3. So no one's got 2 or less. So no pressure. You need at least 2. Please don't get the first one wrong. And then get over 3 or more, and we'll be good to go. Or join the 11-person club and get 6.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Right, cool. Right. Chicken palmy. Is it a palmy or is it something else?
It's a palmy.
I can trust her. If she said the opposite, she was getting that other name back. So that's good, Jonesy. Good job. Good job of it. I mean, every time I hear the other answers, they're not answers. They're stupid comments because they're not right. Like, Mikayla, Jonesy, I get fuck. I told you it happened. Now, so, I ask people, Jonesy, to spell it out if they say something wrong. And I'll say, spell out palmy for me. No, it just is. I'm like, no, spell it. And there's an option in it. There's no A, there's no O, there's no EY, there's no Y. It's an I, and that's it.
That's it. I completely agree.
And I get them to pronounce it. It's Parmigiana. I mean, read it, and then plain simple. Yeah. Right, good. 1 for 1. Love it. What happened to the pizza? Yes or no?
Yes.
Fuck. Damn it. Oh, okay. 2. That's okay. That's all right. We're on 1. It's okay. As long as you got the first one, Jonesy, satisfied. Now, tomato sauce, cupboard or fridge?
Cupboard.
Love that. 2 for you. Now you need 1 more at least. Right, 2 for 3. Now, favorite food?
Oh my God. Favorite food. I love all food. I don't think I could choose one. But
all right, and the type?
Sweet treats, so like Nutella or Tim Tams.
You're safe. Love that. 3 for 5. 3 for 4. Food you don't like?
Cabbage.
4 for 5. See, we're just rolling now. All right. Yeah. Not 10 out of 6, but we're going well. And the final one from the food side of things, favorite takeaway place?
Wok and Wok. Which
is that
like noodles and pie.
What?
Yeah.
We've got one here in Geelong called Wok, and I was just wondering if that was the same thing. So okay, not bad. What's your go-to order there?
The dumplings. The dumplings are they're insane. That or GYG husbands.
I'm glad you brought that up too, GYG. Because, back in Feb, right? Okay, so in February I went to Perth for the WWE at Optus Stadium in late Feb. And prior to that, I'd probably spoken to maybe 10, 15 WA girls in the prior to going there and doing a goal king challenge with a bunch of them there. And after that, and then, the first person, I feel bad for this person. I don't know who it was off the top of my head. The first person, they said GYG, and sombreros was another one they mentioned. And they said that as their answer, like you did. And I said, what is that? And their freaking jaw dropped. I heard of it, but I didn't know what. More sombreros, not GYG.
Yeah.
But their jaw drops like, what the is wrong with you? I've heard of it. I just don't know what the hell it is. And they start detailing it and everything, telling about the burrito bowl. And I'd actually love this. But for the life of me, I've never seen one.
You never saw one before that?
No.
Wow.
I never heard before that, really. I heard of GYG, but not really sombreros. But don't worry. He instilled it in my brain back then, since Feb, to what the hell that is. And I like it, but I've never been there. And I still can't find one.
You still can't find one?
No, not that not like I've gone searching for one, but like I've gone past one when I've looked.
Yeah, well, when you do, it's life-changing. You won't.
It will be. And I told a fair few of the girls from WA now, so when I find one, I'm taking a photo and I'm posting it, and I'm probably going to video myself ordering from there, so I got proof that I was in there.
Yeah, literally, you need proof.
Yeah, they'll probably want proof. I'll walk there, take a photo of the building, and then walk away, and they go, "You didn't go in there." It's probably from Google. No, Google. Now, celebrity crush.
Oh, God. That's hard.
I know.
Wow. I actually don't know.
I guess for some, it could be something that you don't even have to hesitate to pick.
Errol Golden. He's pretty.
Fair enough. He is available, I'm pretty sure he said. Because wasn't he trying to... what's that, Sydney Sweeney or something, wasn't he?
Sydney Sweeney, yeah. I have no idea.
Actually, I think he is now. Bad luck. But anyway, that's still... You never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. All right. Quirks. What are some quirks someone would say that you have that you wouldn't necessarily like admitting?
I get hangry quite easily. So it's like hangry. Have you heard?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, hungry. What's that?
Hangry. So
yeah.
It's like a combination of hungry and angry at the same time.
Okay, I think that's what it was. But again, not going to say something and then embarrass myself and get it wrong. But okay.
Yeah, so I tend to get hangry quite quickly. I tend to quite goofy on an everyday basis. Like no matter where I am, I'm just loose and let out a little dance. I do act like I dance like a Royal Dance Family crew member, but I'm definitely not. Quirks. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So you mentioned dancing there. You're a dancer.
No, I just think I can dance sometimes, but I definitely can't. My friend Abbey Thomas would tell me otherwise. But yeah, no, we definitely do. We're just having a dance and goofing around, but no, I definitely wish I could dance.
Okay, well, again, I don't want to embarrass you too much, but on a certain Instagram post, there was a bit of dancing. I'm not going to say what page, what post, or whatever, so people go find it. Your friends would know, though. There was a couple of you and yourself doing some moves in there, or whatever you want to call it. I've seen that.
Yes, that was watching that back definitely humbled me and reminded me that's why I play sport and not dance.
Yeah, I actually, when I was talking to Michelle, I said, "Did you seen this one?"
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Very
well, if football doesn't work, you can go back to that.
You know what? That's exactly.
Do both. All right, now in front of the goal, I knew there was another goal question. How confident would you be in front of the goals, Jonesy? Would you be more confident on the run, a set shot, on the pocket? How are you on the pockets, first of all? I love goals on the pocket.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't actually had quite many scoring opportunities in the pockets. I definitely prefer a run, like a on the run type of goal, because I don't think about it too much. Whereas a set shot, I tend to sometimes, get in my head about kicking the goal and things like that. So, excuse me, yeah, I definitely prefer goal run. Sure.
That's fair. I mean, I don't know if you've seen any of the Insta reel clips I put of any of the goal kicking challenges I've done forever, especially in the last 4 months. Every highlight reel, you guarantee it. Every goal of mine that are good that I put up in the highlights package, at least the full version is always on YouTube, but the highlights package, there's always a pocket shot. There's never not a pocket shot.
No, I know.
That I think they look so good, and you can get a bit of a carry on for them. You can't really brag from a 10 or 20 meters in front one. You need the special ones.
100%. I agree.
And funnily enough, I'm not even kidding. And everyone that I do a goal kicking challenge with knows this, and some that I haven't done it with, that for some reason I'm better on the pockets than in front. I don't know why the hell that's a thing, but I think it's maybe because I practiced it. The only time I ever played was having shots pre-training, pre-games, just standing it all the time. Maybe that's why it worked all this time. But no one cares about 10 meters in front or 20 meters. We love the pockets. Simple.
Yeah, love that. We love the ones that people probably don't back you to kick, and you surprise everybody.
Yeah, some might think it sounds arrogant, thinking I'll be better on the pocket, but just watch the video. It's not a tin ass. So anyway, here where we are. Now, favorite music.
Favorite music. I love some country music.
Okay. Any particular favorite type?
So like Alan Jackson, kind of just like the boot shooting, Footloose, like country music, kind of like that. I obviously growing up in a country town, it was just it was what we grew up around, and it's definitely very comforting and music that pumps me up as well.
That's good. Now, are you a Swiftie?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm glad you said that, because this will make my next comment about it a lot better. Now, so for anyone, Jonesy, that doesn't like Taylor Swift, there's 3 things I would do. Now, this is a true story. I'm going to insert a fake name for this discussion. His name will be John. One of my mates and I, one time unintentionally, he was just talking garbage like he normally does. And I was like, John, mate, just shake it off. Right? You know what that means.
Yeah.
And I just said that because that was the words that came out of my mouth. It wasn't because I was thinking of Taylor Swift or trying to whatever. It was just literally the words that came out of my mouth just randomly. And he went off his head. I'm like, off about Taylor Swift. He's like literally abusing me left, right, and center, going, don't talk about that bitch and yada, yada. I'm like, all right. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, he's going to keep annoying me. Clearly that got to him. So what do I do next? I just tell John, all you got to do is hate. And of course, he hated it and went off longer. So the third one. So the reason I bring this up is because if you ever want to annoy someone that doesn't like Taylor Swift, you can do one of those 2 things, or the third one. And when we chat between me, himself, and a fair few of the other people, we use this platform as well. So obviously, I've got the power. I can change the banner. I can put pictures. I can put videos up. I can put songs on. And guess what song gets played to piss them off?
Oh,
Shake.
God.
Yeah, I do it. I literally have it set here all the time, like this. You go. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Exactly. And they be quiet very, very quickly after I do that. And normally the music overpowers their voice, right? Yeah. So they'll message in like this private chat. They'll be like, "Turn it off." I'll go, "Be quiet then. Let me talk. Interrupt me or something." And
my house love that. That's so funny.
Someone off do that, plain and simple, and it works. It works. Right. So what was that?
I'll have to use that one in the future.
Any non-Swifties. Now, for context, I'm not a Taylor Swift hater. I'm not a fanatic. I'm not a Swiftie, but I mean, it might sound like I am off those comments alone. Look, let's just say I'm more closer than away. So let's just say that off that one song alone and how they react. Anyway, right. So game day superstitions. Jones, did you have any game day superstitions you do?
Honestly, not really. Just like one important thing I really do is I journal. It's just been recently this year that I feel like journaling helps me before the game just to calm my nerves a bit and just makes me feel better, feel calm. So journaling definitely helps me.
No, that's good. And do you see all these game day superstitions, Jonesy, where teammates they might have these chunk amount of things they have to do, or and it's just like I feel like some people when they tell me that they have to have a coffee saved, from a certain shop every time on the way to the game, and I'll be like, almost if the machine's not working or the store's closed, you're screwed, aren't you?
Yeah. No, I haven't taken notice. I know Abs Martin definitely loves to chuck on her headphones and, zone out and her and Brooke Bailey do their little warm ups and like use their rollers and stuff. I always see them doing that. But apart from that, I know Fosco, she definitely loves the coffee beforehand as well.
What jumper number do you wear, and is there any particular meaning behind that jumper number?
I wear jumper number 15. Not so much of like a meaning behind it. I just like the number 15.
Nice. So you had to choose that, I assume, then going off that?
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Now, if you were the AFLW, Jonesy, CEO for a day, what rule would you add and or remove?
What rule would I add? I don't know.
Anything about the stand rule, the dissent, the umpiring stand?
Yeah, so I'd remove the because it can be a bit confusing, especially when you're like a player on the mark and then the umpire goes move it on and then play on. Like I get very confused at that. So I'd remove that one. I would probably add in the rule
the length of the season.
Pardon?
Add more games to the season, length of the season.
Yeah, probably add more games to the season and probably something like that. Make the season.
Yeah, that's right. Make it longer and better, and it'll create that debate. How people say, "Oh, but we haven't played that team," or in the AFLW side of things, it's like, "Oh, you haven't got to play the top. You played all the bottom teams." It would eliminate that debate from between people if you played everyone once at least.
Yeah, exactly.
But here we are. Yeah, here we are. They don't get me started on the AFL with their rules and umpiring and everything. You want me on a big rant? That'll forget about Taylor Swift and everything else I mentioned before. That will be the one.
Yeah,
that will set me off pretty easily. All right, so got a few more physical pressure coming on. So, all right, if you were to map out, Jonesy, a dream scenario for yourself from this year, from right now to the end of this year, how would you love that to map out for yourself?
In terms of like footy or like everyday life?
You can add everything to it if you like, yep.
Yeah, so footy, just honestly to just like play the best footy I can and then win a flag with the girls would be bloody awesome. I don't think I've won, like apart from netball, when I played when I was younger, I haven't won a flag in like quite a number of years. So to win a flag in the Sydney Women's Premier would be really cool.
That's good. So I'll add one more. So what do the East Coast Eagles Football Club mean to you? And feel free to chuck anyone a shout out that you want to mention.
Yeah. So obviously Ash Mola, he used to, do a bit of coaching for us when we were in academy, and when he reached out and asked if I wanted to play, I felt, very privileged to be part of a really like well-known, well-respected club. So yeah, now that I'm a part of like such a, great team, they've won 2 flags. Yeah, 2 years. It feels very I feel very proud to be a part of a team that's done so well, and credit to Ash for creating the team he's created, and for everything, everybody in that club does behind the scenes to be the club that they are, and be very well respected.
Jonesy, it's been a pleasure having you on. All the best for the rest of the year. Hopefully that comeback game on the weekend after the week off goes well for you, and your cheer squad captures some good highlights for you, Josie. Appreciate it.
I hope so. Thank you so much.